All righty, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It's your boy Dave. Come back at you live. It is a happy, wonderful Wednesday. We are already halfway through the week, so let's get started with our market news. And we'll jump into our watch list. We got the Nasdaq Composite close up 0.59% for yesterday's trading session, crossing the threshold of 17,000 for the first time. The index's surge was bolstered by the more than 6% leap in Nvidia, which also hit a new record yesterday. The S&P 500 likewise closed higher by just 0.02%. By contrast, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.55%, was bogged down by the slide in Merck and other health names. So that is what we got going on this morning with the news. Jumping into our watch list. Let's get into BNAI first here. This is our latest trade that is getting triggered at $2 here, and so far hit about 230. So nice move on up. Right now it's just riding the 10 EMA and making higher lows and higher highs. We got a 239 pre-market high. There was a earlier play for 240 break, but it is coming back up there. So if it is going to break that, that's going to be another play and move on up from there as well. So let's kind of take a look into our watch list this morning. We got BNI, USA Tech Company here, 14 million float, and it announced private placement at premium to market price, promotion of Paul Chang to co-CEO. So that is the headline there this morning. So we do have a brand new PR. We'll definitely keep our eyes on BNAI here for continuation. All right, moving forward to the next stock, I have GVH. This is currently the top fourth gainer. And earlier, you can see here, we did get a nice breakout from 275 and hit almost $3. 290 was our first target level. So again, just taking those quick scalps, those small gains add up in pre-market. So GVH, nice quick move. It needed to break that $3 mark. So that's why I wanted to get out before that 3 mark. And then now we're at the 226 right now. So it's all the way back down here. So that means that it could be presenting an opportunity when we break out of this lower high trend line. You can see here on the Zoom screen. So we'll be watching for that downtrend breakout. It looks like around 230 if it starts establishing some support there and move back up towards VWAP. Okay. This one does not. Well, let's take a look into the company real quick, and we'll always got to double check. This is a USA industrial company, and it looks like it's a relatively low float, under 10 million, and it announced an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, to acquire Top Logistics, a key one-stop logistics solutions provider in Australia. Okay, so you got this stock. So far hit a pre-market high up towards 340. 52-week high is all the way up towards 550. We'll see if we can get some more juice out of the downtrend. All right, moving forward here on to the next stock, I have the CCG. Currently a little bit battle back between GVH and CCG here in the gainers list. You got CCG. That was a great play this morning. If you guys caught here at 174 breakout, and we ran all the way up to 252 here. So by far the best smooth trade of the morning. This one does not have any new news this morning, okay? But it is a Chinese internet content and information company at 11 million in float, okay? So just FYI, I'm on a little bit of this fast. I'm on a 2-day fast, so I haven't done it before, and so I am feeling a little jittery, or I don't know what this feeling is. So if you think I'm sounding a little off, that's what I'm doing here, and so it's an interesting experience so far. So might be a little bit lower energy, but I am fully here. So just FYI, if you guys have any if I sound a little funny, that's probably what it is. All right, so that's what's going on there. And then I got 2 more stocks, which is BNAI and Lucy. So BNAI currently trading at $2.16. We just already talked about this, right? RSLS was another one right here. This is a great look right now, setting up for that downtrend breakout was a great reback entry at 43. That was a previous nice breakout entry to 43 to about 51. And then we needed to get a candle break at 50 again. So we'll see if RSLS could break out of the downtrend line. This is a USA healthcare company at a 20 million float. And news wise, why is this stock running? Let's take a look real quick. Well, it's just no news. Okay, just no news. Just micro pennies just been hot lately. So traders are coming back in on it again here. All right, and I think Lucy's the only one we haven't covered yet. So Lucy currently is at 50 cents a share. I think there was a play for 54 break. Right now you can see these are all wicks. Heavy area of resistance here. Totally missed out on earlier entries on Lucy, but if we can get to 54, we still have plenty of room on Lucy. So definitely be on the lookout for that candle break at 54, and we should be able to get a nice run up here further along, because if you look at the daily chart, it's got a lot of room. Okay. NQ, kind of surprising this morning, big pullback into the 50. So, I mean, if you just look at it though, the Bears, they want to get their deviation 2 line, since the Bulls yesterday did a great job getting their side deviation 2 line. Well, the Bears did get theirs again, and then it decided to move up, but got a rejection at 50 EMA. So what that means is later today, when it does come back up to 50 EMA again, you're going to need to be very cautious on watching that 50 EMA as a very strong key resistance area again. But I would say right now, with the market opening up here in 20 seconds, this should be setting up nicely. It should be a nice long if we can get that nice downtrend breakout here. It's also not an oversold territory. So I would definitely pay attention here, because this RSI is really low here. So we should be getting some juice kicking back in here is what I'm thinking. All right, here we go, folks. Let's have a great day. Market is now open.
LIDR, FFL, INBT, WLDS, RNAZ, SPWR, CISS, Lucy, POAS, BCA, END, CGC, CXRGS, FRSN,
Okay, so you can see here, you can if you guys took that long on NQ, you can see after downtrending for so long, we always talk about this, getting a nice uptrend back. Anytime if it was getting overbought, look for a nice pullback. If it was getting really oversold and going on a downtrend, look for a nice pushback up here as buyers are coming in. So we should be coming up towards the next line around this 18,794 area of resistance. And then remember, we got to break the 50 EMA for us to really break through. Technically, the bulls can recover this nicely. We have a lot of room here for the bulls.
RSLS, SPWR, SMR, SLRN.
Okay, the 50 EMA should be a bit of a resistance there.
CISS. YMAB.
So great first pop into the market opening. Lucy is finally going as well again.
RSLS.
So, great area to sell into first at the 50 EMA, because, like I said, 50 EMA has been a fat resistance here earlier. So great move here to take advantage of that. Right now, Lucy, we just did hit a new high today. We need to now continue to get that 57 out of the way here, and that should be good.
GOL, SMLR, SMLR, SMLR.
Might need to get a pullback back near the 14 EMA again on the NQ. Still needs some work to break out here a little bit.
BSTL, RSLS, RSLR and AZ.
But if the 50 EMA does break, it'll be good for the bulls. So we'll see. Right now, overall market is red. You can see here. Yesterday towards the afternoon, we started selling off, and we started keep selling off here. So small recovery, but still red for the day. So just keep that in mind.
BBIB, BBIB, BHPN, TED, SMR,
Okay, so that was a good sell off into the 50 EMA. You could have sold it and then flipped it short.
STSS,
Lucy looking good. Like I said, we have more room to run.
SLRN,
Listen to what I say, and then, you know, guys, always like double check with yourself. Okay, as in do your quick due diligence, agree, disagree, and then take your whatever you gotta do. Don't ever follow anybody blindly, okay? Obviously, you know, we're doing great so far if you've been listening, but don't get into the habit of that is what I'm trying to say. So right now we got a great move up. I got a next line all the way up to 68. As you can see, the max PT is around 70. So 68 to 70 will be a great start. Lucy is the only one that I see currently up. Everything else right now is currently down. NQ is looking good though. After that pullback down to 14 May, like I said, we got the 14 May pullback. That's where you cover, buy back in again, and then get back into 50 MA. And let's see if we can get that bigger move here. So I like this current look here as we're moving back up nicely.
LS, BRGS, SNR, TAVA,
Okay, so we still have 50 EMA yet to prove to break, guys. So just keep that in mind. Yes, the RSI got a very nice pop. We're back into the mid 50s here. So we're going to need to confirm the breakout. Remember, keep in mind, overall market is still red. So we're going to need to stay more
SMLR,
cautious on these resistance lines. Okay, Lucy still pumping. We got a 76 up pulse showing here right now on Lucy.
SMT,
Okay, so another fat rejection at the high of the day from this market opening. High here, so that was about like 18,807. 68. We gotta break through that, and 77 up on Lucy.
SIG,
Okay, we got the pink dab line, or excuse me, the 50 MA that needs to break through 18,811 line here from previous. So that's going to be another area we got to watch out. It is making nice higher lows though, just not nice higher high. Got a minute and 40 seconds left on this candle.
ONMT, LIDR. JKS.
We don't really have any, major impact news today that we need to worry. There's just a little bit of this Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10 o'clock, but nothing too concerning. So for those that are still in on the future side, you're pretty good here. You got the VWAP. I have a line at 18,820 next still.
RDT.
Where's this line at 18,824 to 18,830? So Nasdaq's still down 107, but it did recover quite nicely here. Okay, this line at 68 is resistance. We need a candle break through that. Looks like right now a bit of resistance on this line here at 18,8, like 11 there.
FOR. MULN. CSIQ.
Okay, nice pullback down to the 14 EMA on the 5. I think that's a nice little quick pullback there and get a nice little rip back on up.
WLDS. IMBT. BFS. RNAZ. CTNT. ESIQ.
Lucy setting up here for almost like a 10 EMA bull flag. We need to get back about 18,800s and establish support there on NQ. 65 cent here needs to become support now on Lucy and get the 10 EMA bull flag. Lucy needs 0.65 new support formed and get 10 EMA BF or more. Okay, so pay attention to that formation there. Otherwise, it's going to get a pullback down to the VWAP most likely. So this is setting up for 10 EMA flag. SSR stock still only up 67%. I'm thinking day traders want the 100% mark. Here it comes, that 10 EMA bull flag to a new high of day. You got an 82-cent up pulp now, nice and steady. Needs to break 72 now next. 45 seconds left, so plenty of time. New high of day.
NOS.
take a look at the daily chart on Lucy. On my screen, at least, if you are seeing it. You have this line next area 75, right? This right here. If we can break the 75, we got a lot of more room here on Lucy. We saw up to about 113 last time, and last time as in back on the 24th. So right now, I'd like to see the continuation ride of the 10 EMA and hold above VWAP. As long as we do that, then we should be good. VNI below VWAP, RSLS below VWAP, CCG below VWAP. None of those are something that you need to be focused on right now. All the attention is on Lucy at this time. Now, once Lucy starts falling down, you need to start getting prepped up for the next stock. That's this potential setup. I think CCG is near VWAP, so it could go for a nice little reversal if it gets that 174 area. Again, that was our first trade of the morning. That was very nice. So I'd like to see that area get triggered again at one point on CCG. So while Lucy's still doing its thing, just gonna be watching CCG on the side in the shadows, waiting for it to see if it's gonna get that nice 174 candle break. Big fat rejection at the 50 EMA on NQ. We got to pull back down to the still higher low trend line though. So it's still holding. So what did I say? You got the 65 on Lucy and even better at 68 if we can hold that as new support. But that's all I got so far. SYTA looks like it came down to the 500 EMA nicely and moving on up towards the VWAP at 243 area on SYTA. So a little bit more room to run here towards the VWAP since it got so oversold here. So that was a nice grab back in the lows here and moving back up. This was a huge short for a lot of the bears here. Earlier, obviously, we got our play at 274, another one at 293, and then hit all the way up to 322 until this Titanic ship hit the iceberg, and that was it got too extended. So now it just came all the way down, oversold territory, and now coming up towards like that VWAP next. Look how Lucy's starting to move down. You're getting more volume on SYTA here a little bit. So right now, I'm not saying Lucy's done. It's just back to the 10 EMA VWAP level that needs to hold and bounce here. Perfect bounce here at the trend line on NQ. Hopefully, you're able to see that and try a little bit of another pop. We just need to get back above again. So support at 18,800 or even better, the 50 EMA as support here.
CRS. DH. ULCs.
Okay, testing into the VWAP or 50 EMA on the NQ again.
Advil. HUYA. Okay, got
VWAP still holding on Lucy. Pay attention here for if it's gonna bounce. If not, then we're gonna start falling back down further here to those next lines. Based on the setup here, NQ should try to make another new high. Based on just the higher low and the higher high should come up towards that VWAP next.
SUP. OLA. FUTU. HUYA. CBAT.
Lucy setting up a very nice bounce off the VWAP here. Okay, very nice pop here into the VWAP. There's a bit of resistance here on NQ.
Brothers. Lucy. IFBT. IFBT. RDDT. MGOL. MFBC. DJSTI. FUTU. HUMA.
Okay, what a nice pop on NQ. We got this RSI that did curl up again. But we are testing a little bit of up there again on the upper trend line here. So
ASTI.
if you draw a trend line right there, it looks like about, yeah, it's about that area there.
HYA.
Nice little NASDAQ recovery pop. You might want to see if it wicks towards the 200, but it's right there, trend line test here. Lucy, after hitting the last line we had at 75 cent level, we are taking a heavy pullback. So hopefully you were able to max out on Lucy up towards the last line that I had. Remember the 75 right there, we literally talked about it. We got to break through this in order for us to see this much room, but that's a big resistance right now. Be a little smart here at the trend line on NQ. That's a tough area there for the bulls.
IMBT. AXTI. IMBT. HSTI. ASPN. CPAT.
If Lucy ever breaks 75 cents today, that's going to be huge for that stock. So just FYI. BNAI is testing VWAP, so you can look for a VWAP roll there again.
Brothers. FUTU.
Okay, let's spend a minute here on this candle on NQ.
CBAT. IMBT. Levi. RV. EBS. AEI. CRNC. CBAT.
Hey, Lucy coming back up towards the 68.
ATH. IAS.
So waiting for the 68-cent re-break here on Lucy. Let's see if we can get that nice little move on up further. NQ is testing the upper trend line there still.
RD. CRN.
It's gonna need to pull back there.
AAB. AEI. AEI. AEI.
Okay, Lucy looking good. You got a 78-cent up halt right now.
RGS. Allen.
Still showing 8 now, 82 uphold on Lucy.
FTL. API. SGD.
And Q got a little oversold there or overbought. Lucy, we gotta hold is 68 now and get up there.
CBA. FLNC. FTL. BBAT. Levi. API. API. FTL. COGT. ALRM. BL. FLNC.
Personally, I think NQ needs to drop more after that huge run up. Ideally, what you want to do is buy in this trend line, sell into the upper trend line, short, sell there, pull back. So it's already hit twice here. So right now it is holding this line, but below that, we got this move back down to this line here. So ideally, it'll be nice if we can get closer to this trend line and then move up from there, but we'll see. Right now, this line here, support currently.
APLs.
68 here. We gotta get that juice kicking in. We're still riding the 10 EMA, still above 25, and the VWAP here on Lucy. We just need to start seeing some volume here again.
LC. BL. Sage. FLNC. SBDG. ASAF. W. Vion. JKS. CSIQ. LDH. PRGS.
You want to see that lower highs and then come down towards the 50 EMA again. That was a previous resistance. Now going to be a great strong support line there.
SGD. FUTU. NAV. SCVG. JKS. HUMA.
Hmm. 5 minute candle still holding the VWAP here for now on NQ.
PRGS. Code. W. ALRN. Code. GKS. HRS. CRN.
Okay, BNAI just got the $2 shuffle again. So after that, you have the 240 still that is on deck. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, Lucy we got our 71 quickly, but it needs to break the 75 for us to see that really big move towards $1 today if it's possible.
Stop. Stop. ONMD.
So
CH.
BNAI, if you missed the $2, you got the 240 next.
HUMA. CSIQ.
And then the only other stock that it will be available from there will be RSLS, which the first round was great. Second round for 50 cent hasn't triggered from my memories. So we need to look for that 50 cent candle break next time, but it's all the way down to the 33, so probably not worth wasting your mental capital watching that for now.
Yes.
Okay, right now we're pulling back right now, still lower highs. So expect this to probably come back down towards the 50 EMA if this VWAP does not seem to be holding. So just be mindful of that.
SLRN. APLs. SOP. CSIQ. FTRE. YY. CH. PLC. BTSG. BTSG. UPLD. Fund. AYE. SOP. BNAI. RSI. SOP. AXN. SOP. IPW. EBS. LMNT. N. Valor. SOP. 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 CHPF. JKS. SGR.
So lower highs on NQ should be making another lower low here shortly.
HSAI. Bait. CSIQ. SOP. SOP.
Okay, so lower lows back down to this trend line. Like I said, be patient for that move back down here.
HUMA. Very.
BNAI, we need a candle break here at the 240, folks. We did get a new high today, but we need this break up. 273 up now.
YAS.
273 up pulp on BNAI. 276 now.
GAS. RSI. CSIQ BHBN. AY. SEQ. IPW. SGRY. TUB. BHBN. APLs.
Okay, buyers, step back in here, or and keep watching here for the buyers to see if it's going to come back in here.
SWR. HUNA. CYH. JKS. SGRY. LMNT. N. Bait. BSIQ.
Right now, we don't have a candle break at 240, the high of day here from pre-market. We need to wait for that candle closing here, folks, on BNAI. Wait for that closing. We got this setting up here on AQ. If buyers came back in at this trend line, we need to break out of this lower high and then go for another nice run up.
AYTS. SPWRAS. FLNZ. AXTI. BHBN. CYH. MGOL. KODK. GSL. RCLT. and FTRE. MAXN. DSIQ. JKS. AXTI. JKS.
Huh.
LMT. TUB. RZLT. SWR. OMT. IAS. BHBN. CSIQ. AKS. BCSF. MGOL.
Okay, and Q is starting to try to make a move back up here again.
CADL. SCDG. KYTX. YH. NGRX, BHBN, turn, NRD1, IKNA, AXTI, Cook, EQ, UPST, LPS, ONFT.
Okay, we got about 40 seconds on this NQ right now. The buyers from this downtrend, this trend line here is moving back up nicely here again.
CSIQ, SLRN, FLNC, SAN, turn, FUT, NGRX, SE.
Yeah, NQ overall looking pretty good at this time. 18,845 area here is a little bit of resistance you gotta kind of keep in mind, but overall looking pretty good.
AYTS, AXTI, UPST, DQ. BCSF, BCSF, SOC, SOC, SLRN, SOC,
Yeah, NQ looking pretty good. We gotta start juicing up here.
LLS, off, BOMA, BTSG, EXPI, A1, LNNT, IKNA, BZFD, EVGL, Faust,
Looking good. Higher lows, RSI curled up. NQ here. Looking for another new high so far here at this rate.
YH, SOC, SOC, KYTN, Faust, PXLW, Freedom, BNDA,
Got a lot of resistance near 45, so let's be smart.
All, Ron, GNK, L, L, FUSF,
Just gotta break this 45 here on NQ. We should be good. That's just a big resistance right now.
YTA. XLW. MTA.
Okay, so you can see here 45 is still very strong resistance. We got one more candle here to see if it can try to bump up, but you know, overall Nasdaq and SPY or Nasdaq actually ended up doing a pretty decent recovery.
Wrong. FUSA.
Okay, got one more spike on up. Could this be the time for us to get a bigger pop on NQ? We need a new high of the day again here. So I'd like to see it. Stocks this morning, Lucy is still currently my favorite because of how much room it has. BNI will come back to that 240 later, but Lucy is good looking right now still. I'm gonna wait for the body here to really get through the 18,845. We just have too much resistance here. You can see wicks pulls back, wicks pulls back, rejection, a wick, and then a pullback again. So on a red day, we have to really make sure that our breakouts do get that nice confirmation. If not, then buy back at the support levels. You'll have a greater success at that instead of buying into the breakouts of resistance. So just keep that in mind. If you're noticing lots of, you know, failures and you're not seeing high percentage win rate, that probably means that you're not following the market trend. The market trend is red right now. It's bearish. So if you're constantly buying into breakouts instead of waiting for the pullbacks, no, small caps, you don't really have to worry about it because the small caps don't really follow the big indices. But in terms of the NQ, this is following NASDAQ very, you know, closely. So just keep that in mind. All right. Lucy 75. This is going to be the ultimate breakout level here, folks. So yes, I am looking forward to the 75. Nice breakout there for us to see that nice fat continuation if we may. But that is going to be a very strong resistance. So we do need to see some good volume coming in there. I would watch the level 2 very closely here. Lucy 0.75. Just want to emphasize here as we come up. 75. Maybe RES, worth watching for solid candle break out for more.
ITM. ITM.
NQ overall body still holding out this trend line. We will see if the bulls are going to be able to break through the 200 later today. A very nice pop here on NQ, finally to a new high of the day.
HSA. GNK, PFLT, BCSF, Lux, AGMA, EXPI, LNTH.
Okay, we are coming back up to a resistance line here, so getting a little bit of a good area to sell into again.
Raw, UEST, Fear, Real, Lucy, IMBT, ONCYH, EM.
Here, the pink deadline's coming back up a resistance here. 67 resistance here.
GPRS. EN. Cook. MTA. Cook. Cook. LPS.
Lucy, beautiful, 75 cent. That is our big holy grail number that we just broke. That's great. Like I said, watch for this area there on NQ area to sell off again after that smoke and pop.
SCS. IFBT. Lux. Lucy.
Remember, we have on the daily chart after 75, you had the 112 level there back on the 24th, if you were paying attention earlier on our watch list time.
RDL. IART. Yes.
Loosey goosey. Does it again. Lucy's a known runner if you've been with the Prosperity Trace for a while.
SCI. SLRN. BCSF. Real. Fear. MTA.
Great volume today on Lucy, 57 million in volume. So what's the average volume on Lucy, guys? Average volume on Lucy is 17 million. So overall, Not a 10x volume, but it's got 57, so that's great. Still, $1 plus is probably where traders would like to see, as you got to get, a little bit of one to that previous 24th high. So
HSA.
very nice on Lucy.
GPRX. ARBN. MULN. MMA2. Real. BCSF.
Why is Lucy running? They have a news with ChatGPT. Everyone's kind of crazy about the keyword ChatGPT. Doubt it's anything crazy, but they say it works with ChatGPT, like as if it's like an exclusive deal or something, but it's probably not.
RA. CATL. YH. DRBN. OB. GNK. RNC. SGMT. GPRS.
Okay, and Q still making higher lows and higher highs, and so it is doing a good job of just kind of respecting the the trend line.
ARHS.
Should be coming up towards the 70s next on NQ. You got a 107 up pull right now on Lucy.
LPSF.
NASDAQ recover more than half. That's great to see. So very nice, as the whole pre-market area, it's been just downtrending. At market opening, always got to watch for that nice reversals here. So we should be making a new high day coming up towards this line here in the 70s here next. And here it is. Just real quick, just tap that line just now. All right, guys. Well, it is the 10:30 mark. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick stretch break. Let's everyone kind of stand up and get a little stretch break in. Wait for this Lucy here, though, if you're still in, as $1 is a very strong resistance. You got a 109 up pulse showing currently. I'll be right back. All right, guys. What a day here with Lucy. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Literally doubled in price from our entry. Congratulations, guys. We just broke above the 24th high and we're halted up. So at 10:40, we should be getting unhalted. So in about 3 minutes, look for the unhalt.
RNA, gamma, northwest. And come back now. Maya, TNDN. Gamma. BCSL. Y. BCSF. UPST, SCS, ALKT, IPW. YY, PD, DQ. GPRS, RNA, northeast. OB, OBDM, flag, OB.
Okay, we got about 1 minute here coming up before Lucy gets unhalted. Watching closely on NQ right now to see when it's going to start getting to that oversold territory or overbought territory, excuse me. We got 40 seconds. I think we're gonna probably see about 18,880 there is gonna be another big resistance. I'm thinking that's gonna be a good area to see as our last line before it pulls back down to this trend line here or the 200 EMA. So let's see. Overall, fantastic day.
Allen, RNA. OB. ARR, GLB. BCSF, flag. Pro.
RSI is still actually relatively bullish, so we'll see here. Lucy unhalted. Here we go. 129 up halt next. $1 needs to hold that support, folks. IAS,
GC, JCHC.
Hmm. 127 up halt next. It was 129. Let's see if it changes again.
Let's see.
131 now. They raised it up. This is sick. Pop. It's a big squeeze here. From now that $1 broke, there's a whole new ballpark here. Buy high, sell higher. I got a line all the way up to 165 next. I got the only lines I got. Just saying, don't take it for granted. Only lines I got though. 165 and then 183. So I'm just saying we're gonna obviously have more lines above that, but that's the nearest um I mean for what it's doing now. But you know, we always gotta watch the 10 EMA here. Lucy. Now I will say the new support though, we're gonna keep having to make sure. So 111 now. 111 support now currently. Just riding the 10 EMA, as you know. We haven't seen a down halt yet. The 111 needs to hold here, and then we need to get the yeah, we might get halted down at 105. 105 down halt. Might just turn into a doji. The next one is going to be an interesting one at the unhalt next. So right now at 105, I've got it halted. Okay, so just got halted down at 105. So that's still holding the 10 EMA, but it got to extend it there. So it was a little bit of a 10 EMA extension and back down to 10 EMA. Still holding about one, so it will be interesting, like I said, when it gets unhalted.
Why?
Hope everybody enjoyed a nice gains out of Lucy today. Always make sure that you are riding the wave earlier than later. Otherwise, don't be surprised. I got a line at 117. So today's lines for me is going to be 117, not this 112 from the past. I'm going to do an update on 118 actually. And that 118 line is going to be an important line for us to break through the next time. We got about 15 minutes to 11 a.m. river dip time. So let's kind of clean up what we got here. CCG's open for 174 break again later if it happens. It did not do that the second round. RSLS, I don't think I'm gonna wait till 50 cents. So I'm probably gonna retract this. BNAI for 240. Unfortunately, it was a wick into 240. So if it does come back on up, be on the lookout for that. So the only thing I'm gonna retract right now is RSLS. Yeah, it's just too far off. So just FYI, letting you guys know. I'm gonna retract RSLS. So I'm done for that one for today. Was nice earlier, and that was it. No second round. At least at the 50 cents. NQ is just kind of holding that nice higher low still. It needs that reversal here out of the 18,868 line. BNAI still holding $2 support, so you can keep an eye on that one while we're watching for the unhaul and Lucy.
That's you, Mark. TMCL, MBU. Wrong. FTL. BRLT. CLBT. BCSF, BCSF. HC.
RSI did get bent down, so just be smart there on NQ. So I mean, it's just looking a little bit of an interesting level here. It could still go, just not my favorite area. I'm gonna wait for the confirmation for the next candle.
TMCF.
Now it is looking a little bit shaky here. So I'm gonna put a line there if it's gonna be able to keep up.
ACH.
Okay, Lucian, halt it. $1 still holding the 10 EMA.
FTL. TMCF. G. BRLT. HUMA. LT. A1A. RCC. STSS. ROM. UPST. STSS. STSS. MB5. BCSM. HUYA. PT. GML. BCSM. Done.
Got a
HUMA.
91-cent down halt on Lucian and 121 up halt. $1 support still.
HCHC. FTL. SGT. OCSL. SCR. UPSLT. SCR. Northeast. Northeast. FTL. YA. G. LT. ACHC.
Okay, NQ coming up towards 18,880 mark should be able to hit that area and should be a bit of a pullback level.
ST. Dollar. SS2K. Raw.
Okay, Lucy still holding up nicely, setting up the 10 EMA bull flag. Remember, this line here at 118 is going to be the next key area here. Lucy, 1.18 candle break line is key next.
FRS. BFS. IPW. Dollar. Raw.
Okay, looking a little tough right now after hitting that 79 mark, 18,880. It was a deviation 2 line, so I do expect a pullback now further.
AKYA. HUMA.
So we got a wick into 118 right now. You need a solid candle break here at 118 and 127 is the up halt next here on Lucy. 1.27 up halt showing. I think NQ is going to need for a pullback. Now, it already attempted once, twice, 3 times. That's a rejection. And I think it's going to need to pull back down to reality line back at the 18,845. That's just me personally, though. Or that 52 area there. There's a little bit of, yeah, I think it's going to be tough. Okay, Lucy, 118. We need to wedge out here. NQ is bearish right now on the RSI. So it is now officially out of the downtrend line or the trend line there. So I think it's going to be a bit tough for any more continuation, but we'll see.
BCSM.
5 more minutes, folks, till 11 a.m. rubber dip time. Consider cleaning up your plays or positions so that way you are securing the bag for the morning session here as I get off in 5 minutes. Now, for those that are going to be sticking around till past 11 a.m., you can look for BNAI for 240 break leader. There is still that active alert still on the prosperity trade. So I think you could get a better entry though before 240 around right now based on what I'm seeing about 218 on BNAI. So if the 218 starts forming support, you can get in a little bit earlier there. So I would watch that 218 form support and then break out of this lower high area here. And then should be able to wedge out back up towards 240 and get the candle break 240. Got a lot of room on the daily chart on BNAI. So that's just one stock that I think I would like, pay attention to. NQ, I would stay bearish now. We cracked this trend line, like I said. I think this is a very tough level here at 1880. I had a line on the 15-minute chart there. So we should be, like I said, pulling back down towards that 14 minute. As you can see, we are doing a job down there right now. So, yeah. So like I said, I'm just cleaning up my last few trades here, and I think today was probably the best day out of any few days, I'd say. I mean, I like today's day for some reason. Maybe it's because just easy to read. Everything was stable. When I say good day, it means that, it had a pretty good, easy to read entries and exits on both stocks and futures. So that's how I personally generally like to look at things. But anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions. For some reason, some of the messages have been going on to my spam messages. So maybe send a friend request if you guys need an urgent message sent out to me. But as always, if you guys have any questions, you guys can always email support@prosperitytrades.com. But it's been a pleasure and a wonderful time serving you guys this morning. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their wonderful Wednesday. Take care, and I look forward to serving you guys tomorrow morning. So be here. Let's get another nice bag secured.